Hi everybody, welcome to Reality Buzz TV. So you guys listen, let's talk about this episode of Izingane Zesthembu. This was episode 7 already. We are still in season 2 of Izingane Zesthembu. And listen, you guys, I guess if umjolo wako is ending, you want closure, you want to be sure that you are giving up on something that was no longer going to work, and even when you have the answers, you are still going to sit with the person and still try to get the answers, even when you are getting the same answer every time you have a sit down, because clearly Vuyo is not satisfied with the last conversation they had with Mpumelelo. She wanted to have another conversation with Mpumelelo just to be clear on what Mpumelo's decision is, when she already knows, because this Mpumelelo has made sure to tell her what he is planning to do, but she still wanted to sit down and talk to Mpumelelo. Now, here's the thing I don't understand, you guys. Maybe some of you understand it better. My understanding is that Vuyo is in the Eastern Cape. I know there was someone in the comment section that said Vuyo is in Cape Town. And then, because I'm trying to figure out that if she's in Cape Town or wherever she is, why is Mpumelelo going to Joburg to see her? It's like if you wanted to see me and you went to Joburg and you were from Cape Town and you went to Joburg, and I'm here to see you. Where are you? I'm in Joburg. I'm in Devon. Okay, so that's the thing that I didn't understand, you guys. Uguti, why did Mpumelelo drive all the way or fly all the way, however way he got there? Why did he go to Joburg if his baby mama and the baby are not living in Joburg, but he's claiming that he was going there to see them? And also, you guys, listen, these girls are doing too much to accommodate Mpumelelo, but they want to do it. Let's let them do it, because I'm not flying with a baby and bags and all of that to help somebody to see their own baby. They must just come to where I am to see the baby. But Vuyo is not thinking like that, okay? She went all the way to Joburg to see Mpumelelo. Mpumelelo is like a king at this point. Anyway, you guys, they do sit down. I guess they were just were they out at the park? I didn't really pay attention to the surroundings, but Mpumelelo was like, I wanted us to come here, Sizoshawo Moya and stuff. And the baby is there. And I think at this point, you guys, is not even up for discussion as to how much Mpumelelo doesn't spend a lot of time with his babies. We're not seeing it even on camera. So I'm guessing in real life, it's even worse. So you guys, Vuyo was just asking, so why are we here? And he did say that he wanted to sort of do a follow-up on where they stand with each other following the meeting that they had with the rest of the family, you know. And remember, after that meeting, Vuyo had expressed that she's walking away. But obviously, she still had hopes that if she says she's walking away, that Mpumelelo was suddenly going to change his mind and make him wife number one, which I'm not even understanding what that is about. Here's the thing that Vuyo keeps saying. Uthi ulwela isidima sakhe by refusing to be number two and refusing to allow Mpumelelo to marry another girl before her. She says, if you marry someone else before me, I'm walking away, because this is about isidima. Isidima somntanam, isidima sefamily yam. Now, how do I explain to Vuyo ukuthi if you end up marrying Mpumelelo, isidima sakho vele sesihambile nto guys, because you basically had to beg to be married, okay? You had to beg Mpumelelo, you had to change his mind so many times, you had to threaten, you had to give ultimatums to get it. You know, if somebody wants to marry you, they should just be willing and able, and they can't wait to do it with you. If you have to sit down and have conversations where you are trying to convince somebody to marry you before somebody else, isidima sakho nje kade sahamba lapho, okay? Sahamba isidima when you decided to have a baby with somebody that already you were saying we were unhappy with, okay? Isidima kade nje sahamba, guys. Kade sahamba isidima. So I don't understand that argument yokuthi ulwela isidima sakhe. So she goes back into the whole thing of saying when Mpumelelo moved to Joburg, things changed. And I do understand it, you guys. I feel like really when you move to Joburg, it's so different, and especially when you come from rural areas. But also it's the age thing, because it was him growing up. He was living at home. He had been at school. Now he was moving to do adults thing on his own, and also moving to Joburg. Okay. So I get how things could change. He was seeing life differently. He was exposed to things that he had not been exposed to. There were even more like beautiful girls. I'm not saying that the girls in Joburg are more beautiful than the girls here, but I'm saying there are more girls that are beautiful. So he was exposed to more. So obviously he's going to change. And somebody that is like Mpumelelo, then he's going to change, you guys. So she says Mpumelelo forgot the promises that he made when he moved to Joburg, because apparently they sat down and they discussed what their future plans were before Mpumelelo moved to Joburg. But when he got to Joburg, he forgot all about it. Okay, typical Joburg move. Okay, you change your whole life map when you go to Joburg. Okay, especially if you are not somebody that is focused. Okay. And now they're talking about into of him marrying a virgin. This conversation, you guys, he was very dismissive. Umelelo, he was not even giving Vuyo the opportunity to finish sentences and explain her feelings and explain what she's trying to say. And then there was a moment where it was like, Yima mfazi. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, what's in Nazareth? Come and save us. I was like, yeah, again fast. Guys, listen, yeah, umfazi means woman. But guys, you know, to the baby mama. Hi guys. And at the same time, also guys, like, to be honest with you, it's like, I don't know, like, where would Pimalelo get the lesson of treating women in a respectful way, where you can let a woman speak her mind and you listen to them and you hear them out, and at the end of the day you consider what they're saying. Where would he have learned that? Okay. So he's not like that. It's like while Vuyo is talking, he wants to say his own thing. And while Vuyo is talking, because his goal was to come there and give Vuyo this gift that he was hoping would make Vuyo melt, and then she was going to agree with everything. That's all he wanted to do. He really wasn't there to hear Vuyo out. It wasn't really about him hearing about Vuyo's feelings, Vuyo's thoughts, all of that. So in the middle of the conversation, when they're talking about something serious, he pulls a gift. I ended up not even seeing what the gift is. I have to go watch on catch up just to see what that gift is. I didn't see what the gift is, because I was like, what a weird way to take out the gift while you're having this serious conversation. And Vuyo is like mid her sentence in the conversation. She did smile, which made me feel like it's a nice gift. I even thought, is it a ring or what, you guys? But because the conversation was still going, the gift didn't do what I guess the gift was supposed to do. Now, Mpumelo's argument is that Vuyo is very controlling, because after Mpumelelo left, she wanted to be number one, and there are so many other girlfriends that have left their WhatsApp group because of Vuyo, because Vuyo is the one that wants to make the rules. I guess that's why he wants to be Mamkulu. Maybe that's an answer that I was looking for last week, because I was like, why does Vuyo want to be Mamkulu so much? Because being Mamkulu really doesn't give you much except just the name Mamkulu. But it's not like you are loved more. It's not like you are respected more. It's not like your feelings and thoughts and everything is taken into consideration more than the others. It's not like that. So why are you fighting for it? I guess she wanted to be in a position where she felt or thought she was in control of who comes in and who leaves. She even makes a comment to say, some of the girls you bring around are girls that I would know that they are not good for you. Now, here's the thing, you guys. Even as Tenjini, as a wife, that is not your relationship, because the relationship is between the husband and whoever is getting. So they're getting together, they're dating, they're going to marry each other. It's just that they are going to marry each other while you are also in the marriage. So I don't know how Vuyo can say Guti. She was feeling like those girls are not good for Mpumelelo, which made me feel like, okay, maybe the control thing is real in this situation. Okay. So I guess Mpumelelo was trying to make a point that Vuyo makes the whole thing about her when it comes to Zesthembu, which really is the thing that, I've been saying, that in extension, a woman is not considered, and whether they like it or not, their feelings, their thoughts, everything, the whole being, a woman is not considered as tension, because it's like, it's not about you. You can't control the situation. You can't choose for me, and you can't even decide if I'm going to take a person or not. So I don't know why these girls are taking us back like that as a generation, as the whole species of women, okay? Why they decide to stable is a thing they want to, get into at this point, okay? Here's another thing, you guys, that was interesting. So, Umpumelelo says to Vuyo, okay, you have to accept, mukela, because now wamukela, meaning that, no Mpumelelo had to accept Vuyo, so Vuyo must accept whatever situation now that is being brought on here, okay? Now, here's the thing that made me feel like, okay, this confirms Mpumelelo thinks marrying him is a reward and is an achievement for a woman, because he says, if you don't do this, the whole world is going to watch you fail. So it's almost like you would be embarrassed, because people bazokubona ufeyila to get in emendweni wakamseleku, like it's an achievement ukuthi ushada uMpumelelo. It's like the whole world is going to watch you fail. Listen, what a celebration that the world is going to watch me fail at a big mistake. I'm going to fail to make a big mistake of my life. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good for me. It's just that Vuyo is not there. But you should have celebrated that. But yeah, actually, the world is going to watch me make the biggest mistake of my life. Yeah. They can watch me do that. They can watch me make a different decision. Because if she ends up not marrying him, he is saying people are going to watch you fail. Okay. And I'm like, that is a good fail for people to watch you do, because it's a mistake to marry him. So if you don't marry him, it's a good thing. What a lovely fail to be watched while you are failing at high this guy's 9 years. Oh, guys, like, listen, I've been saying that Umselegu does a disservice to his boys, and he doesn't realize how much. And we don't know who will pass before them, but a lot of the times fathers pass before their sons, and they'll be left behind to deal with everything that they've been left with. Okay, one thing that Mselego hasn't taught his boys is how to respect women. That they have not taught. And also because he doesn't understand a woman and he doesn't think much of a woman, that's what he has passed to his boys. It's very unfortunate. It is very, very unfortunate. But again, the other unfortunate thing is that there are many, many families out there who are not teaching their girls to value themselves. It's very important to be at a place where you can express yourself. Your views are very important. Your feelings matter. Don't go into situations where you are disregarded. Because if we were doing that, all of us who have girls, then Pumelelo wouldn't have targets. Okay? The reason he has targets is because even us as moms who are raising, or as parents who are raising girls, we are not doing what we're supposed to do to teach these people with, no, man. No, you matter. Any situation where you are treated like that is not a situation for you. Okay? So now she ends up asking you guys. I was like, at that point, I was like, yeah, like, Vuyo, like, really, are you still asking? Like, so what is your final decision? I'm like, how many times have you asked him this question? He says everything is as it stands. So he's going to move forward and do what he's going to do. So it's either you in or you out. And then she says that she's out. I do feel like you guys, Honestly, Vuyo was hoping that Pumelelo would change his mind because she's still hoping to marry Gamselego. I think even now, currently, currently they've broken up according to Instagram. I think even now she's still hoping that Pumelelo will change his mind. You know why? If you look at how Vuyo responded to people talking about her having a boyfriend, because someone else might have been like, guys, it's none of your business who I'm dating. I'm no longer dating Pumelelo. I'm a single woman. If I want to date around, I will do that. Who cares? I think her going into making sure that people understand I am not dating anybody. I am single. I'm not dating that guy was more about the Mseleko family understanding that she hasn't moved on because she still wants to leave that open to them accepting her back, because I think secretly she's hoping that Mpumelelo will still change her mind as far as she's concerned, and it's not going to happen. If it happens, I will be shocked by it. I will be shocked by it because I do feel like even Musa doesn't want Vuyo as the first wife. And so when that is, then Musa, makes the rules, okay? Makes the final decisions. And if that's what Musa is feeling, because I do feel like he feels that way, he doesn't want Vuyo. I feel like he's the one that came up. Pumelelo has to come up with a way. We can't have this Kosa girl here being the first wife. I feel like that's what happened, okay? So I do feel like she's still hoping things will change, but I don't think that they're going to be. I will be very shocked if things change. So she walks away, you guys, saying that she's very disappointed at how the conversation has gone. But obviously, there's nothing she can do. She does talk about the fact that the virgin thing Pumelelo was originally because of Nompumelelo, because Nompumelelo was that virgin that was going to be the first wife. Now Nompumelelo is gone, but Pumelelo is still holding on to that idea of a virgin. So what is everybody going to do now that Nompumelelo has left? Now, later on, you guys, we are going to talk about in another video how Pumelelo is doing the most ridiculous thing, which is going to somebody's family to pay for the fact that he took the girl's virginity. But it's almost like Uyolo ball. Like, I was like, sase sawubuka umhlola siyisizwe samaZulu. In the name of being umZulu, in the name of being a traditional man. That girl already has a child with another boy. And then uyohlawula ukuthi uthathe her virginity when you have three kids that you have in Hlawulat. No damages have been paid for these 3 kids. They said so themselves. So you have 3 kids on Hlawul, but you took somebody's virginity. All in the name of tradition. I'm a Zulu man, I'm a traditional man. Eh? That's a ridiculousness. Anyway, you guys, this scene, I watched it mostly like, okay, let's just wait for Vuyo to get the closure, because we all know it's over. We all know this boy doesn't love her anymore. He said he does, because Vuyo does ask her, do you love me? He says, and his answer is always the same. When they ask him, do you love me? He says, of course I love you because I'm here. I had to Husa. Pretend I have that Indian thing here and be like, Husa. Of course I love you because I'm here. Hey guys. The way that hey, anyway, you guys, I that's what I'm saying. Go to this thing. I watched it mostly just to be like, I wonder if we're finally going to get the closure, but let me wait for her to get it, okay? And I don't think she does. She did, really. I don't think that she did. But anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Tell me what you thought about this. And do you think that this is her finally walking away? Obviously, she's not walking away from the show, because she's still a cast member on the show. She's still going to take the trip with the family. And who wants to break up with somebody and then go spend time with them and their siblings? She's still going to be there. She will be watching Mpumelelo with Tirelo and Nena, Also, I'm wondering, you guys, if Unosipho will be there at the trip. Just wondering. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumayona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Tanda.